Oh, sorry. Hey guys, welcome back to the Tarantula Spot. Today we will be building a 3D puzzle thingamajig made of cardboard, and it's the Titanic.
And it's got
lights again. We hope you enjoy watching us struggle.
madness. So how this thing worked was all the pieces were mounted in these pieces of cardboard and we had to punch them out. And then for each piece that we punched out, there was holes that we had to punch out in the pieces for the slots to go into so that it would fit together. There was no glue. I used a little bit of glue at the end, Elmer's white glue, so it would dry clear, but that was just a safety precaution. I don't think I needed to, but.
For a little bit, my dad did the pokies, but then I did the rest.
Yeah. Brayson was huge help with the pokies. That's actually the battery compartment we're building there. So there's a battery pack that goes in the bottom of the ship.
Turn on the lights.
Yeah, and it's hooked onto 5 strands of wires. And how the wires worked was there was one for each side of the hull. There was one for each side of the promenade deck. And then there was one that goes up the rear mast, across the antenna wire, and down the forward mast.
Isn't that the SP one?
Yeah, there was SP and L15. They labeled everything. I thought it was going to be kind of hard, but it wasn't too bad. It's pretty straightforward. So one thing, when we were pushing these bulkheads down, we were actually kind of squishing the tabs on the bottom of the ship that held the hull on. So luckily we were each, helping out and pushing down on each side so that it didn't put too much pressure on the bottom and I was hanging onto it. Yeah. Because the tabs that were supposed to go through the hull later on were kind of mushroomed.
Yeah, like smushed.
Smushed, so we had to squish them back and then get them through the hull. It worked out okay in the end.
Yeah.
But that's if I was telling anybody building this, that's what I would definitely be careful. You can see the tabs there on the bottom. You just got to make sure you don't squish those because that's what you hold the bottom on with.
Yeah.
Almost done the bulkheads. And this is the
big deck things. And I had to poke so much stuff out from there.
Yeah, that's the bow.
Me just poking away.
That's the stern. Look at all those holes. That's nothing. There are pieces with way more holes than that.
Yes. And I had to punch them all out.
You had to punch out all the porthole windows.
Only me.
The promenade deck windows. at how good that fit together. That was perfect.
Yeah.
All of those bulkheads fit through the deck.
That's precision right there.
Oh my goodness. Very good.
Sturdy.
Okay, and then here's the lights, and I think we did a time lapse just to speed this part up. This video was 28 hours of shooting. I filled my memory 3 times, and then I had to go through all of the video. And that was good times. And you helped by sitting here and solving a Rubik's Cube 50 times. Look at all those lights. And then the batteries were dead.
Yeah, so my mom went to the store.
And got us AA batteries.
Yeah.
So here we're feeding it through the bulkhead and then up through the deck. Those are the ones that go down each side of the deck and over top of the mast, I believe. Brayson's hole punching and hole punching and hole punching.
I had to do all of that.
That's the battery pack compartment cover.
But it kept falling out.
So the slots down the side of the deck there, that helps the lights, when you turn them on, it helps the lights shine down into the hull as well to help the lights that are under there. And it also shines up to light all the windows upstairs.
Yeah. And the end results are super pretty.
It goes down the side of the deck, goes down the side of the deck, and then comes back down the side of the deck through the same holes. So you're kind of doubling up on lights.
Yeah, and the wire kept getting kinked at sometimes.
Yeah. This is the upper deck.
And I think this was the one with almost the most poppy thingies, the pokies. And then this was our first wiring on the deck.
Yeah, so you follow those lines
And then you have to tape them down,
and tape them down, yeah.
trying not to cover any of the holes.
Yeah, don't cover the holes and don't have it stick out so you can see it when you're finished. And all of the structures that fit on top of that had slots in it
Yep.
so that the wires could go through them.
Which was pretty cool.
coming together nicely.
Yeah, very nice.
Those holes under the deck down the side of each bulkhead, that's where the wire goes through for the hull there.
And there we go, we're
That's
done one.
the first cardboard piece we finished.
Yep.
Now we can do another piece of deck. Then we feed the lights up through the holes, down through the holes, so that the wire goes over top of all of those green lines on the deck.
So basically, we feed it through one hole, and then we feed it down through another.
Yep.
Feed it up one hole.
This is probably the most satisfying model I've ever built. Better than the Lego. Better than the Lego. And that's saying a lot. The Lego was cool, but this was just insane how it fit together.
Yeah, how much fun it was.
As you built the decks up, it was like if you were out a little bit on something,
You would have to redo the
you'd
whole
have to
thing.
redo it. So we cut out all of that, but we wanted to just make sure that it was level, and by the end we kept checking it and checking it and checking. We'd find little mess ups, so we would push the tabs down farther, push the structures down farther.
And then until it finally went together.
So you fold all these edges down, and then another piece hooks onto that in the slots.
Yeah, super cool. Super, super cool.
That was actually 3 pieces, and then the top.
The front of the ship.
That's the bow. No, that's the stern, sorry.
Or the back of the ship, I mean.
And this is where you were getting ready for bed. And I wanted to get this done to get the counter cleaned off. And that's the tabs that we squished.
So he
Not bad. They were, a couple of them were squished, so we had to squish them back together and make sure they went through the hull. We got it figured out. And then try not to push down on anything so you wreck the rest of what you did. Just touching it up with some glue.
Yeah. Just so it wouldn't fall
The sides
off.
don't pop off.
Yeah. And at the end, don't you put like a little glue on like the mass and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Because it was easily popping off.
That is the stand that the word Titanic goes on. These are the funnels.
Ooh, that's cool. Like I said, I wasn't there for the funnel because I was still asleep then.
So these little yellow pieces go in, and they've each got slots that make everything line up. You put the black piece on top, the funnel clips onto there, and you wrap it around. And then you put another piece on, kind of like a key, that goes into the 2 slots on those yellow pieces. And it holds it all on.
Super cool.
All 4 funnels are built the same way. Whoop, I just about wrecked the... This was difficult.
So basically the wire is the mass line, line.
Antenna.
And it lights up.
Pretty good for cardboard.
And we're finished.
Final product. Crazy.
So
There's a couple things we fixed after this shot. Looks real.
Yeah. I think this is way cooler than the Lego Titanic.
The lights, yeah. Look at like inside. It looks like there's dining going on. We pushed some of the deck down further. See how it's kind of poking up a little bit in spots.
And follow. Like, share, and subscribe and follow. Okay, follow. Like, share, and subscribe and follow. It's a blooper.
It's not a blooper. We're not doing bloopers on this one.
Like, share, and subscribe. Follow. And follow.
Okay. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and follow, like I said in my song.
Subscribing is following. Whatever, doesn't matter. Close it out.
And remember, from the trench spot, always stay next to your alien friends. Like, share, and subscribe, and follow.